Here's the part they're not telling you. A live microphone no one noticed. A conversation that was never meant to exist. And a judge who brought an entire federal trial to a dead stop the instant he realized what he was hearing. Judge Caldwell didn't shout. He didn't bang the gavel. He did something far more unsettling. He went completely silent. Then, in front of the jury, the cameras, and a stunned defense team, he ordered U.S. Marshals to seize the defense laptop immediately. Right there in open court. No warning. No debate. So what was on that laptop? What exactly was captured on that recording? And why has everyone involved suddenly stopped talking? I've reviewed the footage over and over, and every time, something new stands out. One moment. One line. One decision the defense never should have made. During a routine recess, a microphone that should have gone dark stayed live. And it picked up a conversation between the lead defense attorney and someone who had no business speaking to him at all. And here's the key detail: this wasn't a fluke. This was weeks of questionable behavior finally colliding with hard evidence. Let's rewind. The case was already a powder keg. A high-profile federal fraud trial involving millions of dollars and powerful interests with everything on the line. The kind of case that defines careers, or ends them. Judge Caldwell had been overseeing the proceedings for nearly 3 months. Motions. Objections. Constant sparring. And a defense team that seemed unusually prepared, almost too ready for every move the prosecution made. People noticed. No one could prove anything. Until that microphone stayed on. Tuesday morning. 10:47 a.m. Courtroom 4B. Judge Caldwell called a standard 15-minute recess. The jury exited. The prosecution regrouped. The defense clustered near their table, speaking in low voices, assuming privacy. They were wrong. The courtroom's audio system, installed for ADA compliance and official record-keeping, contains microphones throughout the room. During recess, those mics are supposed to shut down. Supposed to. Whether it was a malfunction or something more deliberate, the defense table microphone stayed active. And it recorded everything. The lead defense attorney quietly confirmed the witness had changed her story. "We've got the new version. They don't know she spoke to us." Then another voice entered the conversation. "Not a lawyer. Not courtroom staff. She's nervous. She'll say what we told her. Just make sure the judge never finds out about the contact." The exchange continued. Mentions of adjusted testimony. References to an arrangement. And then the line that changed everything. "Caldwell won't know until it's too late." That audio was being monitored in the clerk's office, standard security protocol. Within a minute, the recording reached Judge Caldwell's chambers. He listened once. Then he walked back into the courtroom. No visible emotion. No hesitation. He locked eyes with the defense table. "Mr. Harrison," he said calmly. "Remain seated." Harrison started to stand anyway. "I said remain seated." That's when the marshals moved, not toward the attorney, but toward the open laptop on the defense table. "This is outrageous," Harrison protested. "What's outrageous," Caldwell replied evenly, "is what I just heard on the courtroom audio feed." He ordered the laptop seized. All electronic devices surrendered. Immediately. The jury was rushed out. The prosecution sat frozen. The defense team watched as phones, tablets, drives, everything, were bagged and tagged. Then Caldwell went further. The trial was suspended. All defense counsel barred from contacting the defendant or witnesses. Travel restricted. Harrison's face went completely pale. "Our client has rights," he argued. "Your conduct is the issue," Caldwell said. Then came the words that sent shockwaves through the courthouse. "You are not under arrest at this time, but obstruction of justice, witness tampering, and conspiracy are under active review." Silence. A federal judge had just caught alleged witness coordination on tape inside his own courtroom, and responded with absolute force. But not everyone agrees with what happened next. Defense advocacy groups immediately cried foul. Civil liberties attorneys questioned the legality of the recording. Was the MIC supposed to be active? Was the seizure constitutional? Did Caldwell overstep? Legal experts are split. Social media is on fire. Some call him a hero. Others say he acted like a prosecutor in a robe. And the questions are real. Was the recording admissible? Did the judge have authority to seize devices without a warrant? What if the conversation was misinterpreted? But here's what critics miss. Weeks before this explosion, red flags were already waving. A key witness, Maria Delgado, originally delivered devastating testimony against the defendant. Then suddenly, 3 weeks before trial, her story changed. Numbers became unclear. Documents were misremembered. The prosecution raised concerns. Caldwell acknowledged them, but without proof, his hands were tied. Until they weren't. That microphone gave him something he'd been waiting for, direct evidence. And here's the detail no one noticed. During that recess, Caldwell made a call to the U.S. Attorney's Office. By the time the marshals seized the devices, federal investigators were already en route. The chain of custody was secured. The legal groundwork prepared under the crime-fraud exception. This wasn't impulse. It was execution. Legal insiders now admit it: if that recording shows active obstruction, privilege disappears. But the fallout didn't stop there. Harrison made it worse by holding a press conference, accusing Caldwell of tyranny and threatening the Supreme Court. Within hours, protests erupted. Online threats escalated. The judge's home address leaked. His family was moved to a secure location. Marshals were assigned protection. And Caldwell? He hasn't said a word since. Which raises even more questions. Why had that audio system never failed before? Who was the unidentified voice on the recording? Why did witness testimony shift exactly when defense behavior changed? Sources now say forensic analysis of the seized devices has revealed significant irregularities. The FBI's Public Corruption Unit is involved, which is not standard for witness tampering. That suggests something bigger. The defendant has political connections, donor ties, powerful friends. What if the defense wasn't just protecting their client? What if they were shielding someone else entirely? As of now, the trial remains suspended. Bail revoked. Defense attorneys suspended. Their firm has vanished. Devices remain in FBI custody. And here's the chilling part. The full audio is reportedly over 6 minutes long. Only fragments have been acknowledged publicly. Judge Caldwell has moved to seal the entire recording under matters related to national investigations. National. Not local. Not state. National. Judge Caldwell is under round-the-clock protection. His courtroom is locked down. And whispers are spreading that the microphone didn't stay on by accident, that someone wanted that conversation recorded. And the unidentified voice? Allegedly matches someone inside federal law enforcement. So what is this really? A judge stopping corruption? Or a trap led inside another trap? I don't know yet. But I do know this: when the next development breaks, it's going to be massive. Subscribe. Turn on notifications. Because this story isn't over. And when it ends, it's going to rewrite everything.